Hi, I'm Peter with AlphaChimp, and today I'm going to talk to you about the number one barrier preventing most people from even attempting to be graphic recorders. Stay tuned. So what's the number one barrier that keeps most people from even attempting to do a little bit of graphic recording or graphic facilitation? Is it lack of talent? No. Is it lack of gumption? No. Is it lack of personality? No. Is it lack of even education? No. The number one barrier that keeps most people from even attempting to do a little bit of scribing or graphic facilitation or graphic recording is fear. So let's talk a little bit about fear and how we can get rid of it when it comes to graphic recording. So if this is the basic human brain, with your eyeballs up here, whoop, facing front, there's an area of the brain called the Brodmann 46 area. It's about right here, vaguely. I'm not a neuroscientist, but it's around right here. And this area is closely linked with language, and it is also the part of the brain that helps us with discernment, discerning whether something is appropriate and okay. And for people who unfortunately have had a stroke or some sort of injury to this part of their frontal lobe here, they can lose all sense of judgment and say all sorts of embarrassing things, inappropriate things. But what's very important for those of us who are in the game of listening and being in the moment and responding to what's going on, we have to turn this part of the brain off. So, the Brodmann 46 area has to do with judgment. And for improv, for improvisational musicians, for actors, and for scribes, we need to get into the zone so that that judgment part of the brain is shut down. So here are a couple of things that you can do just to lower the threshold of fear and to raise and open up your ability to improvise. Number one is get started. So every time that I'm in front of a room full of people listening to new information and starting to draw for the first time, my brain is crowded with so many thoughts, so much self-criticism. I'm not smart enough. I don't understand what they're saying. I forgot how to draw. I don't know how to use a marker. All these negative self-talk can add to an increase in cortisol. And cortisol is the stress hormone. And the more that it elevates in our blood system, the higher that our blood pressure is, the more rapid our heart beats. And that's that feeling of being nervous, cold sweats, anxiety. And so in order to lower the cortisol level and to lower our stress, one thing that helps is having rituals. So as a scribe, if you have things that you do to prepare to get ready to scribe, whether it's arranging your markers or your art material, whether it's even making small marks and drawing borders and patterns, anything that sort of gets you started and is your ritual for setting up the space and moving into the zone of listening will aid in lowering the level of cortisol and in shutting off the internal judge. The other thing to remind yourself is that you need to increase the number of positive messages coming in. So every time that your mind tells you you're not smart enough, there's no way you can keep up, you don't understand what you're saying, the other people are saying, you've forgotten how to draw, try to recognize those thoughts in a moment of mindfulness and to begin to talk to yourself in a positive way. Say, okay, I'm just going to listen for what I understand. I'm here to be of service. I'm here to make something useful. And so that positive self-talk can help to alleviate stress. So those are 2 things that you can do to lower your anxiety and to get started. And that is to have a ritual and to increase the number of positive messages that you give yourself as you begin to scribe. Hope this was helpful, and in the next video we're going to talk more about the neurochemistry of the brain and some partners to cortisol and how to increase the level of concentration and positive experiences when you are scribing. Thanks.